The last days of Chez Nous opens nationally tomorrow. It was great to catch up with Gillian Armstrong, actually, to talk about the last days of Chez Nous. She had plenty to say about the film and the importance of the casting process.
It's actually a very creative process because you often start off with sort of a half-formed idea of what you want from the character, and the more people come in and the different ways they try it, it often becomes clearer and clearer. So, for instance, finding Kerry Fox, it wasn't until she came in and did that audition that I saw there was a whole sense of joy and youth and exuberance that was not written on the page. You know, I mean, often lines can be done a million ways. And it really, for the first time I really understood the sister and what the sister was about.
There's nothing more pleasing than a cornucopia.
I know Chez Nous, he had to be French. What made you think of Bruno Ganz?
Because he's so wonderful. It was very important to cast someone that I think you just would immediately like, because a lot of his scenes, he's not behaving necessarily in a very nice way at all. I mean, he loved doing his scenes, like having tantrums about cheese and things like that and behaving like a spoilt boy. But I have no regrets about casting him. I know the French are upset, but I really do think that he was the best, absolutely best person to play JP.
My boy, someone has opened it.
I did. I had a little bit when I got home.
You're so greedy. Your family's all the same. Greedy and selfish.
Oh, I was hungry.
Where do you think I put it up? On top of a cupboard?
I don't know. Why did you?
Because it has not reached yet its point of maturation.
Just after one of the scenes, he was chuckling to himself, and he said, you know, they're going to be very surprised when they see this at home. And he said, you know, they always see me so, I'm so straight, so severe. And it was true. When I was in Berlin, one of the Berlin press said to me, what have you done to Bruno? And I said, well, what do you mean? He said, he's so warm, so funny. And so I think he was aware of that. Yes, he's been traditionally cast as, you know, the archetypal, alienated, modern man. So he loved dancing around with a colander on his head.
I have not won the lotto. You have not had a proper haircut. There is no God.
Beth seems to become more beautiful as the film goes along. Was this deliberate?
I think some of it came from within Lisa. Some was quite unconscious. As she got to know that character and got more and more confident with her, she developed her own strength and self-confidence.
She thinks my jokes are funny.
She copies you. Can't you see this? She follows your opinions.
Oh, I just thought we agreed on everything naturally.
And it wasn't until the scene with the family at the dinner, at the very end, the sort of climatic scene where she gets up and leaves the table. After we saw Rushes, the day after we shot that scene, Lisa came to me and she said, I understand her. And I mean, as a director, I thought, you know, we'd be the rehearsals and, you know, this is sort of 5 or 6 weeks into the shoot. In some ways, it's a bit unnerving that your lead actress comes and tells you 5 weeks that they finally understand the character. But she said, I know what you're doing with her and I understand it, and it's been so close to myself, something's come out.
I think we should talk about it.
About what?
About why we have these stupid fights.
You start them doing stupid things. Slamming car doors, yanking the handbrake like that.
I'm over 40. This is undignified.
Oh, God, Beth, you get so flaming worked up about everything.
I hate the way we fight.
The Bill Hunter character, do you feel that he's absolutely the essence of Australian manhood of that generation?
I think that there's a lot of truth. We all know men of that generation. I mean, the thing that's interesting, though, about that father character is that I've had reactions all around the world to people saying, oh, the father-daughter scene, and this is from men and women, who said that that was the most affecting thing. I mean, I've said that English men have said this to me, and Swiss and Austrian and Germans and Nicaraguans, and so it's interesting, isn't it? I mean, he actually is archetypal Australian man, you know, who would have been a young man in the 30s and 40s. And yet, it's funny, if you write something really, really truthfully, it rings truthfully all around the world.